Speaking of new stadium plans, Luton Town, after just one season in the Premier League, are planning to hopefully build a new stadium. Does any of that hinge on future promotions, or just that one Premier League season was enough for them?
No, look, I think this was identified before they even got in the Premier League, this site. So they've been working on this for a long time. I think going back to about 2016, they've been looking for new sites. So obviously, they hope that a new stadium will house a Premier League team at one time. They've had a taste of it. They're obviously very excited about it, quite rightly. And they believe to compete in the Championship now, though, to get a chance of promotion, you've got to have new best facilities. And, there's some big clubs in the Championship now that you're competing against. So Luton have got to try and do that. And they can't just get away with being plucky old Luton with a brave squad that does it every so often. They've got to be a professional outfit with the right revenues. And that's what they're trying to build for the future. So I think it's more than just hoping they get back in the Premier League. They've got to build a plan and the revenues to be sure that they can really have a good crack at doing it.
It also doesn't feel like, as much as they've been looking for a while, it's no coincidence that, the planning really takes a next step after 1 year in the Premier League. Can other Championship clubs kind of hope for this same sort of investment after a year in the Premier League, or this is a special case?
It gives you such a taste of the revenues coming in that you're often persuaded to be overly optimistic, and so you've got to be really careful about those sort of big decisions because if you don't get it right, you end up with a white elephant. But as I said, in the Championship now, you've got to be really equipped and you've got to be very good at running your club now to be able to compete at the highest levels. Before in the Championship, we were seeing maybe one club a year that was coming up from the top that surprised everybody. But I don't think we're going to be seeing that. Ipswich came up, and that's because they were being very, very well run by the new management team that came in, and they got the football side right as well. And they're equipped to carry on and try and stay in the Premier League, and they're going to give it a good go. Southampton have also got the facilities to try and do it. They're finding it a bit harder on the football side, but that competition in the Championship, it's the sixth most watched league in Europe now, and it's a very difficult league to get out of. So yes, you've got to be equipped with a proper stadium, proper training ground, and run the club really well to get into the promised land of the Premier League.